Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Think and Speak in English. I'm Peter, and I'm here with my close friend, Alicia. Today, we're going to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Peter, you look a bit tired today. Is everything okay?
Honestly, Alicia, not really. But I've been telling everyone I'm great all morning. That's actually the topic of our video today, the power of positivity. But we want to ask, is it always a good thing? Or is it sometimes just a mask we wear?
That is such a deep question. I feel that too. Sometimes when I'm having a really bad day, I look at social media and see everyone smiling. It makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong because I'm not happy 24/7.
Exactly, Alicia. It's like there is this pressure to be positive all the time. People say things like, good vibes only, or just smile and be grateful. But last week, when my car broke down and I missed an important meeting, smiling was the last thing I wanted to do.
I can imagine. If someone told me to just smile while my car was smoking on the highway, I think I would be even angrier. It feels fake, doesn't it? It feels like we aren't allowed to be human.
Yes, it's exhausting. We spend so much energy trying to look okay for other people. We think that if we show our struggles, people will think we are weak, especially for English learners. I see many students who feel they must always be excited to learn.
Oh, definitely. They feel they have to say, I love learning English every day. But let's be real. Some days English is hard. Some days grammar is annoying. Some days you just want to quit. And that is okay.
It's more than okay. It's reality. But why are we so afraid of the truth, Alicia? Why do we feel the need to hide behind a happy face?
Maybe because we are afraid of the tension. If we admit things are hard, it feels heavy. But the irony is, hiding it makes it even heavier. It's like carrying a suitcase that is full of rocks, but telling everyone it's full of feathers.
We often think that getting over a problem is the only way to be happy. But what if there is a different way? In part 2, we're going to talk about the messy middle part of life.
That's a perfect image. A suitcase of rocks. I've been carrying that suitcase all week, Alicia, and I think many of our viewers are carrying one too.
So, what happens when the suitcase gets too heavy? What happens when staying positive stops working?
That is exactly what we need to figure out. Because if positivity isn't just about smiling, then what is it?
Welcome back. We were just talking about that heavy suitcase of rocks, the pressure to be happy. Peter, you've had a tough week. Instead of just smiling, how did you actually feel?
I felt stuck, Alicia. I kept trying to get over my bad mood quickly. I told myself, Peter, stop being sad. Go work, be productive. But the more I tried to get over it, the more stuck I felt.
I think that's a mistake we all make. We treat our emotions like a cold or a flu. We just want to get over them. But emotions aren't a sickness. They are just information.
Information? That's an interesting way to put it. So my sadness was just information telling me I was tired and stressed?
Exactly. And instead of trying to run away, we have to learn how to deal with it.
Deal with it. That sounds harder than just smiling.
It is harder. To deal with a problem means you have to look at it. You have to say, okay, this is happening. I am stressed. I am worried about my future. It's about being honest with yourself first.
I'm starting to see that. You know, I realize that true positivity isn't about the feeling you have. It's about how you show up for yourself.
Show up. I love that. Can you explain that a bit more, Peter?
Well, even when I felt like a failure this week, I still made myself a healthy breakfast. I still took a shower. I didn't do it because I was happy. I did it because I wanted to show up for my life, even the messy parts.
That is so much more powerful than a good vibes poster. Showing up when you are tired is the real power of positivity. It's the strength to stay present when you want to disappear.
It's the same with learning English, right? You don't always have to be positive and excited. You just have to show up for your practice, even if you only do 5 minutes and you feel a bit bored.
Yes, perfection is the enemy of progress. If you wait until you feel positive to study, you might never study. But if you deal with the boredom and just show up, you actually learn.
So, we've talked about getting over the fake smile, dealing with the real pain, and showing up every day. But where does the hope come from, Alicia? Is there a light at the end of this?
I think there is, but it's not a big, bright sun. It's more like a small candle.
A small candle. I like that. It doesn't fix everything, but it shows you the next step.
We've talked a lot about the hard stuff today, but I don't want to leave everyone feeling heavy. Alicia, how do we start to feel better without being fake?
I think it's about what we look forward to, but we have to keep it small.
Small? Like not a big vacation or a new car?
Exactly. When life is hard, a big goal can feel scary, but I can look forward to a quiet cup of tea at 4 p.m. I can look forward to hearing my favorite song on the radio.
That makes sense. It's like we are building a bridge of small, happy moments. If I have enough small things to look forward to, the day doesn't feel so long.
And the second part is to stick with your small habits. Don't try to change your whole life in one day. Just stick with one tiny thing that makes you feel like you.
For me, that's reading 10 pages of a book before bed. Even when my day is terrible, if I stick with that, I feel like I haven't lost myself completely.
Exactly. It's about hopeful realism. We know things are tough, but we stick with our routines because we believe we are worth the effort.
Alicia, this conversation really changed how I feel. I'm still tired, and my car is still at the mechanic, but I don't feel like I have to hide it anymore.
I'm so glad, Peter, and I hope the people watching feel that too. English is a journey, and life is a journey. There will be rain, and there will be sun.
You don't need to be a positive person. You just need to be a person who keeps going.
Well said, Peter. So, to our Think and Speak family, we have a question for you. What is one small, simple thing that you are looking forward to tomorrow?
Is it a coffee, a walk, a conversation with a friend? Tell us in the comments. We want to read about your real lives, not just the perfect ones. And if you found this conversation helpful, please subscribe and join us. We're building a space where it's okay to be imperfect while we learn. Thank you for listening to us today. Take a deep breath, be kind to yourself, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Goodbye for now.